I'm Alicia and I am a channel like you're all, but I developed my mediumship recently and I decided to make it my job. So I have this YouTube channel to do some channeling videos, and I would like to try something a little bit different today, because I do not have much knowledge about entities and galactics in general. Which is actually giving me a lot of freedom when I'm channeling, because I can just freely channel whoever I connect with, whichever, sorry for my English, whichever entity wants to enter in contact with me and deliver a message, right? So I'm gonna do just that today. Yeah, I'm gonna focus and see which galactics or transdimensional beings would like to enter in contact with me to share a message to all the people who will watch this video. And I set the intention to channel a being for you. So I am connecting with someone, a being, an entity. Language is always an issue. It's physically, the entity is showing itself to me like a cloud, like if her physical or more dense envelope look like a cloud. It's transparent. It's floating. It almost looks like an orb, but with a humanoid shape. It's a small size being. Very, very caring energy, and it's very connected to a mother identity somehow, the motherly energies. It's connected to the earth, it's connected to the nature. It almost feels like a fairy, almost. But it's not connected to the fairies we culturally know. It's different. Alors, it's connected to cold climate, to cold energies of cold country territories. Beyond, I'm chatting right now, beyond the cold countries or territories we know, there are more on the globe that we don't know about, and that's where they come from. These entities are showing me rocks. Rocks. It's not a glacier. It looks like a glacier, but it has some rock. It's like a mix of rock and glacier. It's pretty big. They are connected to this type of nature, the composition of it's quite interesting. It's almost like the beings I'm channeling or the energies of those rocks / glacier, because they're showing me the composition of this rock / glacier, and they tell me that they live in there. They live in this composition. It's like a frequency. It's like a pattern, a symbol, a pattern, a composition that means a certain frequency, and that's where they live. That's within the frequency range. It is close enough to energies and frequencies that exist in the earth plan that we know. It's close enough. Okay, so I'm gonna ask them if they can share a message with us, and it has to do with territories and climate. That they are very excited with the idea that we will soon know a little bit more about the Earth plan. There is a phenomenon about our climate that we do not understand, that we will understand pretty soon, and it will shed some light on how our artificial system works. And they are talking about the climate, they say artificial. And they're pretty excited about us knowing about that. It's going to be empowering for us, because they say that the random nature of climate is hurting us because it's not random, it's artificial, and it's influenced. And they are very excited about us knowing a little bit better on how our climate works. Predictability. I think we will know a little bit more about the the predictable nature of climate. There's some laws that we will understand. They are partly known already, but it's hidden from mainstream. They're showing me mouse. I don't know why they are showing me mouses, but maybe the mouses have they are telling me to look at the mouses or the rats. I think it's mostly the mouses. They are telling me that we need to observe the way they behave with climate, because they know, or they have a sensitivity that enables them to understand certain laws of the climate, to understand, to instinctively know and behave accordingly. They are showing me the mouses and the rats. How do you call that in English, like this type of animals? Rampant? I'm not sure. No, maybe not that. Rats, maybe guinea pigs, or you know what I mean. Yeah, so yeah. It's something within 5 months. Within 5 months, that's what they are telling me. Within 5 months, we're gonna hear somehow. There's gonna be some kind of breaking news on the climate, or when is 5 months? It's gonna be July. Okay, July. July is a very important month for the climate and for the Earth and the geology. It's gonna be important somehow. Okay, so, okay. What do you want to show me next for me to share? They're showing me something about oxygen, breathing, lungs. Something is changing in the air. They are saying something is changing in the air, but this is, it feels like it's not really natural, but it's not artificial as the climate is. It's something different. It's like something is being restored from the original system of our Earth that has been influenced later by men and other entities. And something is being restored, and it has to do with air and oxygen. And we're gonna see that in the wind, in the movement. They say the wind and the water. And they say there's wind in the water as well. Maybe they're talking about the movement. No, okay, there's some kind of okay, so what I'm saying is that under the water there is Earth, obviously, and there's wind under the water, under the croûte terrestre, the terrestrial crust. That's how we say it in French. There is inside our Earth, basically, some kind of wind and gas, and there's something here that is more natural, and there's a component that we should have as well in our atmosphere that we don't have for some time, and it's being restored. So maybe I should research that afterward. There's something about the air trapped inside our Earth that should be the same in our atmosphere, and it's gonna reappear somehow. That's what they're showing me. And they say we will notice that because there is a new species when it comes of grass and moss, small plants that gonna reappear or gonna change appearance. I'm not talking about trees or big plants. I'm really talking about the small plants, the moss. And they're showing me insects as well. There's like a renewal with the insects diversity. Some will disappear, some will appear. And that's something we're going to be talking about this year already in the coming year. So very quickly, something that's going to change in the organisms, algae, moss, very, very small. Almost all the microscopic plants is going to change first, which makes sense, I guess. That's something we're going to be talking about pretty soon already, mostly in 2027, not this year. This year we're going to notice the change already, but like 2027, it's going to be more observed and studies, and it's going to be, people will express about it. A lot of things which is green right now because of carbons, they're telling me, will turn different because the carbon, something about our air composition is going to change, and some plants which are currently green will turn different colors in the coming years already. Voilà. Certain animals as well, especially the small organisms, is going to be a very exciting, and these entities are very excited about that scientists are going to be experiencing a very exciting time, because they are going to observe and study extreme sudden changes in our climate, geology, biology, and it's going to be very exciting for them, for so many different types of scientists. There's going to be an increasing interest for nature, because nature is going to be even more interesting for the reason that it's going to change so much. It's going to be such a nice energy around the shift in nature, because it's going to be associated with rebirth and not the death or the disappearance of organisms or trees, etc. It's going to be a changing dynamic, which is really nice. It's going to make people more connected to nature. It's almost like nature is developing developing more seductive aspects for to reward us from our increasing connection with nature. It feels like that. It's funny. It's like an interconnection and exchange of energies that if we change our connection with nature, nature will change accordingly. That's some cycle that I'm feeling. Now I'm shown the clouds. The clouds are going to restore. The original composition of clouds are being restored pretty soon. It's already starting. But there's something that we will see. There's going to be a time, a period of where things settle a little bit. So we're going to see a quite never seen before structure and aspects in the sky and in the clouds, especially new colors, new shapes, and that's gonna happen over maybe 10 years before it settles a little bit more. It settles and it looks more organic again. There's something that's gonna change. Okay. And now I'm seeing, it's interesting, I'm shown bodies of dead people which are buried. They are showing me the buried bodies of people, and they're telling me that there's something that's gonna be used by nature. Or maybe we're gonna, okay, maybe in the coming years we are going to bury our loved ones differently. There's something we're gonna understand, or something we're gonna cherish in the process of decomposition, and we are going to bury people differently. And it feels very bright. It feels like it's amazing. It's a very positive change in the way we give the body envelope back to nature. We definitely, it's very interesting. I'm very excited about that. It feels like in the coming 10 years, we are suddenly gonna start burying people in a different way. Maybe not with a coffin or in different places. It's gonna be different. Interesting. I really like this idea. Okay, I think that's it. I think that's it for now. I think I'm gonna do more videos when I'm freestyling like that. I feel much more comfortable than like talking about predictions or something. Yes. Okay, thank you for watching, and don't hesitate to leave a comment if anything that I said resonate, or if you have resources about what I said, because again, I channel with my intuition. I do not I didn't have prior knowledge of what I just said before right now, so it's pretty cool if you have tangible resources or information that connect with what I just channeled. Feel free to share.